It's a new day.
This is New Day Northwest. Now from the Pereira Blue Cross Studio, here's Margaret Larson.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to New Day Northwest. First up, a weekly show that spotlights up-and-coming and established bands in and around our city. Band in Seattle is making the jump to King and Kong, with new episodes premiering this weekend. So here with a musical preview, please welcome one of the show's featured bands, Birch Pereira and the Gin Joints.
People say, come what may, but I've never been one to wait around. I never had the chance, the right circumstance, so here I am, wheels spinning on the ground. And I'm wondering when I find my way, and then I won't still have to say, how long, yes, how long did I see the sun again? How long, yes, how long did I find that road around the bend? Whoa. What people say, it tends to ricochet when it doesn't fit my own point of view. They say not too fast, yes, to make it last. So what exactly am I supposed to do? And I'm wondering when I find my way, and then I won't still have to say, how long, yes, how long did I see the sun again? How long did I find that road around the bend? Whoa. And I'm wondering when I find my way, and then I won't still have to say, how long, yes, how long did I see the sun again? How long, yes, how long did I find that road around the bend? How long, yes, how long did I see the sun again? How long, yes, how long did I find that road around the bend? Oh, la, oh.
Awesome, Birch, come on over. The whole studio burst into applause. Birch is going to join us now. Hi, how are you?
Hey.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
Along
Good to see you.
with Conrad Den, the CEO of Victory Studios and executive producer, band in Seattle. Would you introduce your bandmates?
Yeah.
All the Gin Joints in the world.
Jason Gessel in the hat here, playing
Hi.
guitar.
Very good.
And then we got Mr. Adrian Van Battenberg,
Yay.
playing drums in the back.
Thanks for joining us. So, Birch, tell us a little bit about the band in general.
The band, I formed it about 4 years ago. I got really excited about old Americana, jazz, blues, country bands, and I thought there wasn't enough of that kind of music in Seattle. And so I started just putting together a band of people who were also interested in that music. So these two guys, I love bringing them on because they were the first two guys I hired for the band. And we've just been sort of expanding ever since. When we did our Band in Seattle episode, we added horns and background vocals. And
how big is it when you get everybody together?
Well, when we did that show, we had 8 people.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a fiddle player join us as well. It was fun.
Love
yeah.
a fiddle player.
Yeah, fiddle's fun.
Love it so much. So how important is it for the music scene around here to have this show, Band in Seattle?
It's huge. You think about something like that, for me, I thought, oh, you can only get that kind of thing in Los Angeles or New York. And for Seattle to offer the video quality and just the exposure you can get from a show like this, get played on Alaska Airlines. I mean, it's huge.
It is big.
It's
Conrad,
really big.
tell us how it got developed.
Yeah, well, it was amazing, you know, for me to see the talent here. I mean, it was so deep, so many bands. I mean, Birch is an amazing musician, but there are hundreds of other really great musicians here, as he knows. And so what we wanted to do was figure out how we could get that music to the people at home. Because if you don't go to clubs, or if you don't, you know, you're not in that scene, you may be missing it completely. So what we did was we figured out, well, we need to videotape this high quality sound, get it on television, which we did, and then get it on the internet, which it's on the internet and YouTube and Facebook.
Baby steps for all those platforms.
Right, and then Alaska Airlines, as he said, every month they put 4 new shows on every airplane, so there's potential of 40,000 people a day audience there.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, and then one more was the Stingray Quello, which is an international website, plays all over the world, and you'll see Lady Gaga, the Beatles, and then you'll see Band in Seattle on there too. So getting it to the people was really the purpose, and we're just thrilled to be able to take Birch's music, which only some people would hear. Now everybody can experience.
Well, and as a consumer of music, and I love music and try to listen to as much as I can, but it's harder to listen to new things because I don't really listen to the radio. I tend to listen to streaming things.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing things I already like, or things that are, you know, like the things I like.
Right.
Yeah.
And it would be wonderful to watch this show and find out about entirely new artists.
Right,
together.
and there's another element of it that's really important, and that is getting to know the band. So you may not actually love the music, let's say, but we have the stories in there too. So Birch tells, you know, his background, he talks about things, so we get to know them as people. And so it's a mix, so it's a documentary form. So we hear the music, we hear their stories, and that way you really get a feel for it. And you may fall in love with them just because of the stories, and then the music comes later, you never know.
Yep, so it's coming to King and Kong now.
That's right.
Is that another
That
step?
is a huge step for us, because the audience of both King and Kong, plus we're on 3 times a week, so that's incredible. Birch's segment is going to be on next week, so we're excited. So it's on, let's see, it's on midnight on Friday nights.
Right.
And then
But set your DVR and you can watch it anytime you want to.
And then it's on Sunday night, 11:30, right after the news. So Birch's program will be on those times. Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay, so tell us about the shows airing this weekend, and let's start with the Flavor Blue.
Yeah, the Flavor Blue is a threesome. They're kind of rap-oriented, but they've got a huge melodic feel to it. And the lady, she is just incredible. She has a little speech impediment, which actually makes it even more charming. You will love her music. It's extraordinary. And their presence, their stage presence is extraordinary. And then when you hear their story, of course, then it's another addition. And a second program that will be on, just on Kong, is Cataldo with Eric Anderson. Oh, I just love his music. You know, Eric, oh my goodness. It's just the kind of music you just sit there and you go, you're happy. You know, you feel good. You know, that kind of thing. I think both of these bands are going to be a terrific introduction.
That's exciting, and this is a great fit for you because the stories are such a part of the music. Well, I guess that's true for almost any kind of music, right?
Sure,
so getting
but,
to know the artists and
yeah.
getting to know how they create the stories that they tell would be great.
Well, yeah, we put so much thought into what we do, and we rarely get to talk about it. So it's fun, to, you know.
Yeah, they sacrifice so much, and they do so much, work so hard, and they deserve for people to see them.
This is going to be really terrific. And since we can DVR and we can stream,
please do.
If that's not a good time for you because you're out doing something else, you can always watch later. Thank you both for being here. Thank you guys for performing. So Band in Seattle will air on Kong Friday nights at midnight starting tomorrow. The show airs on King Sunday nights at 11:35. We've linked full info on the show and about both Birch Pereira and the Gin Joints and all the other artists on New Day's homepage. Thank you guys once again.
Thank you.
That was awesome. I enjoyed hearing you guys warm up. I get a private concert before we start the show. Coming up, we're going to dive into the mind of a horror master whose newest novel takes on the world of heavy metal. Back after this.